My vision for Africa and for the Innovation Prize for Africa has been a wonderful journey so far. If we manage to create a kind of innovation spirit in Africa so that everybody, every single African, which is pushed by the need, and we have a lot of needs here, think about an idea and looks around and loses the complex of not being done outside but being done here, because most of the time people think what comes from outside is better. And if we manage to create this spirit that things which are produced here in Africa are good, and the innovations which I have now seen in this Innovation Prize and the evolution over the last 6 years is fantastic.
I think the biggest achievement is the impact to rally the various innovators in Africa and to give, and maybe I can say inject additional confidence to really show African ingenuity.
The last few years, especially the last 3 years, when I look at the kind of applications we have received and also the number of applications we have received, I see growth. So growth in terms of numbers. So we went from having around 900 applications to now around 2,500 applications. But for us as the foundation, what is really important for us is not just about numbers, it's about the quality. So today it's really hard to choose the 10 nominees, and we like that because it means anyone who makes it among the 10 nominees is really a true winner.
We are very proud to partner African Innovation Foundation in organizing this IPA for this year. This means a lot to us, especially at this time in our history when we are making efforts to place science, technology and innovation at the center of our development agenda. And we have a government and a president that have promised to give 1% of GDP towards science, technology and innovation.
Indeed, many of us, especially those of us in government, are very excited about what is happening in the innovation ecosystem in Ghana today. We're seeing a lot of very dynamic people with creativity providing solutions to some of the unique problems that we have as a developing country, with challenges in accessing finance and providing services to its people and creating wealth. But we are seeing innovation suggestively and in reality actually provide very useful solutions to some of those very unique problems.
So we understand that inventors are sometimes not the very best people to take the solution to the marketplace. They're great at coming up with ideas and solutions, and you need another set of people to turn those solutions into marketable products for the economy. But at the end of the day, what we're looking at our nominees is to see how much they've thought about that whole process of taking the invention from the idea into the marketplace where the citizen has access to it.
Personally, I've been very impressed, I must say, with the diversity of the innovations. It's not just been in one particular industrial sector, one particular technology sector. They've been very diverse. Some of them have been very much in my area of expertise, which is in engineering, also in healthcare.
What I've seen during this competition is high quality proposal and high quality innovation that can compete globally.
I feel that some of the projects are really extremely scalable and have so much potential to change Africa, and in that sense it gives me so much hope in the future of the continent.
How can we encourage more young women to participate in initiatives such as this and innovation challenges? I think starts first with sensitization. So sensitizing them at a young age to participate in areas of innovation. I think one thing that IPA did quite well was ensuring, for example, that within this innovation fund, there was a gender-neutral judging panel. And there was also a very good balance of gender within the innovator pool. And I think that's what we need to continue to do institutionally as well.
So what Lakeni does is that we go into communities and we sign them up as buying groups. What essentially that means that we're aggregating demand for goods and services at community level. And it solves the problem because rather than each individual person going out and spending a lot of money for acquiring a good or service that they want, they can buy it as part of a group, and therefore they're able to get things cheaply through bulk buying from suppliers and producers.
The illegal fishing problem happens because governments in developing countries are not able to survey very large geographical areas. How can we survey 1 million square kilometers or 3 million square kilometers? We don't have satellites, we don't have light planes. How do we do it? So we propose to do it with Atlant Space, which costs a fraction of price of an airplane and much less than a satellite, of course. And it flies fully autonomously, and it doesn't need extensive training or technical expertise to be managed.
My innovation has served to detect diseases, addressing that question of quick diagnosis, faster diagnosis, arming the healthcare givers with the tool to institute pointed therapy, making diagnostic accessible to a larger population, and making it cost-effective.
As of now, there's no device on the Ugandan market and even the sub-Saharan market that can safely regulate an infusion process at 8% the cost of a brand new infusion pump. So we are providing a tailor-made solution for low-resource settings that is appropriate as well as affordable.
My innovation solves two problems. One is the digitization of African languages, and the second, which is I guess more of a social problem, is the promotion and preservation of African languages and their presentation in a modern cultural context.
In machines, industrial machines, one of the biggest problems is having vibrations. If you have ever driven your car and having vibrations in the car, then you feel that you need to go and do some maintenance on it. Industrial machines, same vibration problems in machines. Innovation is a bearing. A bearing is an element that supports the machine, but the basic idea that we're working on is to have a bearing that changes its characteristics. So you can control it to reduce the vibration and allow the machine to operate better and operate longer.
The name of my innovation is called FarmDrive, and FarmDrive is a fintech company that's helping smallholder farmers get access to finance. We do this by using alternative credit scoring to help financial institutions assess the risk of unbanked farmers and extend loans to them.
My innovation is called a sweat TB test. It is a simple, faster way of diagnosing tuberculosis accurately. It can be used by anyone irrespective of the degree or the level of expertise they have, especially in the rural communities for patients, for individuals who don't have access to healthcare.
The problem that I'm solving is that there's a serious scarcity of radiologists. Radiologists being medical doctors who specialize in interpreting medical imaging. So I've developed a novel computer-aided diagnostic system called Dr. Cardex, which is helping doctors to more accurately interpret medical images.
My innovation is an instrument or a device that will allow many people living in remote areas of Africa where internet is expensive, they can use it to communicate, to send email.